Are you thinking about buying or selling a home, or want to know what might be going on with one of your biggest investments? Then come hang out with us for a little while. Hi, I'm Kirk Duckwall, and welcome to the Twin Cities Real Estate Show. Our local sponsors are BRIX Real Estate, Network Title, Eric Bloomstrad and Chad Priebe with Bell Bank Mortgage, Structure Tech Home Inspections, James Tufson with Country Financial, along with Cregan's Construction and Grey Duck Staging and Design. Yep. You can catch us across all your devices, whether that's on TV on the CW23 Saturday mornings at 6:30 or KSTC Saturday mornings at 6, on the radio at AM 950 Sundays at noon, also on YouTube or Facebook by just typing in Twin Cities Real Estate Show, or you can also podcast us anytime, again, by typing in Twin Cities Real Estate Show. Don't forget to check us out online anytime at TwinCitiesRealEstateShow.com. There you can find all of our past shows, our weekly market updates, along with the latest and greatest searching and researching tools, and our free publications to include the Smart Homebuyer Guide and the Smart Seller Guide, along with the BRIX Report. All of these free for you. If you have any real estate questions, please feel free to give us a call, 651-303-0019. Again, 651-303-0019. Happy to help answer any of your real estate questions or assist with your real estate needs. Welcome, everybody. Welcome again, Jilly, Jenkins. Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, good to see you.
Chad, as always, thanks for joining us. Today we're going to be talking about getting your home ready to sell. It may seem kind of early for that, for those who might be looking to get in the spring market, but we're going to talk about that in a second. But first, I want to mention we have a free online home buyers class coming up. This is great. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or a fourth-time home buyer, we'll be covering how to look for red flags online and identify those. Also covering how to find some of the best deals even in a competitive market like we're starting to be in again. So you can check that out. Just go to TwinCitiesRealEstateShow.com and click on classes there. You can register again for free. So yeah, I've got that coming up. That is going to be on January 27th at 6:30. Again, free online class. Today, as mentioned, we're going to be talking about getting your home ready to sell and the timing of that. But first, we're going to go through some of the market stats real quick that are happening in our Twin Cities area. So we're coming up off the bottom after the holiday season. New listings have started to pick back up. They were at 314, up to 403. This is still tracking behind last year, though, by 26.5%. That said, the early numbers this week that we're recording are closer to that 800 range or approaching. So it's just something to keep an eye on as far as new listings. What are we seeing, Jilly, as far as pending sales?
Well, we've kind of bottomed out. That's that time of year. That's the norm. We're seeing higher listings, so the pending sales will go up. But right now, we're just kind of leveled out at the bottom for our season. And currently, we're like 567 for pending sales. It's low.
So tracking a little bit ahead of the new listings for that week, but again, with that early data that I'm seeing for this week, we're actually seeing that flip-flop start to happen.
It's going to flip-flop.
So, yeah. I mean, pretty much December and part of November was that kind of reverse where pending sales are ahead of new listings, but that does change at this time of year, thus giving inventory that boost. Well, with inventory of homes, we're seeing that number still continuing to drop, but with the new listings coming into the marketplace, starting to outpace eventually here, we're going to see that start to pick up. But week over week, we are still down 52.58 and now down to 48.90. So that's tracking behind by 21%. What are we seeing with interest rates? I know there's been some adjustments that have been happening there.
Yeah, we've been seeing a little bit of change in the market with rates. Rates are coming up. You know, that being said, though, I don't want you to be too alarmed. We're still sitting, you know, right at the historic lows. So if we look back a few years prior to COVID, mortgage rates were near 5%. So
Yeah.
we're still doing really well.
Yeah. So, it's still worth it to be out there shopping around. It should be getting better. More listings coming into the marketplace. That said, with the market meter, as inventory has dropped off, the market meter is heating up. So that's moving up from a 6.97 to a 7.49. So kind of a mild seller's market range into that more strong seller's market range. And that's going to keep going up every week, probably at a half a point a week. So we are expecting that extreme seller market range again this year, and it's going to happen quickly. We'll talk about that a bit more in the next segment. Again, want to mention that free class. It is free. It's worth your time if you're going to be getting into the marketplace, whether you're a first-time buyer or a fourth-time buyer, as we say. Checking out all those different good pointers, the how to identify red flags and deal hunting and all that. You can register for that class at TwinCitiesRealEstateShow.com. Just click on the classes. And as always, if you are thinking about getting into the market or just have real estate questions, you can give us a call directly, 651-303-0019. Again, 651-303-0019. Happy to help answer any of those. We're going to take a quick commercial break and be right back.
Hi, I'm Ruben with Structure Tech Home Inspections. Everyone knows you should have a home inspection before you buy a home, but we've heard of home buyers being encouraged to skip the home inspection in this crazy market to make their purchase offer more attractive. Now they're facing tens of thousands of dollars in unexpected repairs. I'm telling you now, don't skip the home inspection. Here at Structure Tech, we can get your home inspected quickly, and we offer a full line of services. Visit us online at structuretech.com to learn more.
Don't fall for the billboards or the clickbait. There is no such thing as today's rate. Mortgages and mortgage rates are individual to you. Chad Priebe and Eric Bloomstrand with Bell Bank Mortgage are here to show you the formula to get your best rate. Once you know this formula, you can mortgage shop with confidence. Find us online at chadpriebe.com. That is chadpriebe.com. NMLS 1462493, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Kirk Duckwall with BRIX Real Estate and the Twin Cities Real Estate Show. Buying or selling a home is one of the biggest financial transactions people make. Before you make your next move, download our free Smart Home Buyer or Smart Seller guides to give you the edge in our real estate market. From deal hunting to knowing the right repairs for maximizing value, these free guides have it all. Check them out and more at BRIXTwinCities.com under publications. Make sure you check out our free online hack home buying class. Whether you're a first-time buyer or buying your fourth house, you have something to get out of this class. And as mentioned, free class. You can go to TwinCitiesRealEstateShow.com, click on classes to register today. Welcome back to the Twin Cities Real Estate Show. Today, we're going to be talking about getting your home ready for sale. Of course, it's the winter time, right? And why would you want to get your home ready right in the middle of winter when clearly all the buyers come out when it's
Now's the time to start.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
You're going to have a list. You're going to have a list of stuff to do, and if you don't know what that list is by talking with your agent that knows what you need to get done, you're going to start and miss the mark.
Yeah.
You're not going to have time.
Well, and I've said it on the show before, if you wait until it's green, you're going to miss out on some green. And that point couldn't be better made. I was out on some showings this last weekend, and we get to the house, and there was like 5 other groups of buyers to look at this house. And I said, welcome to the spring market.
Yeah.
Right? My buyers are like laughing and like, they're like, spring market in January, but I suppose it does start early, doesn't it? And I'm like, yeah, we know that the spring market really does start to ramp up right after January 1st.
Yep.
And that explains the market meter jump that we saw, going from that 6.97 up to the 7.49 and the increase in showing activity on average. And that's because of the really low inventory, right? It's supply and demand. And actually, I got off a call with a client yesterday and talking about how that best week in the market is typically that kind of March 15th into March 25th range in there. It kind of depend on the year, but that's where we landed last year with it, was the March 21st. So
when you say best week, are you talking about highest
showing activity?
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
Which then
Got it.
equates typically to highest prices of signed contracts. And a lot of people, they get thrown off by different media organizations or sources because, you know, they'll see the high sale prices being in that May, June time frame. Well, keep in mind that these houses actually go under
closings.
that's the closing date.
Yeah.
These houses went under contract back in March.
The price was set a while ago.
Yeah.
Good information right there.
Once all the homes start coming onto the market, goes back to that supply and demand, more houses come onto the market, demand goes down, and that pricing starts to drop back off typically. So, yeah, you know, to time this market correctly, if you are wanting to be into the marketplace at that peak time, which is that mid-March, then it's time to start getting your place ready. One of the very first things to look at is that declutter. I know it sometimes can seem like...
You have to.
Yeah.
Put it in your garage, rent a storage unit, even cabinets.
Yep.
Like if you have a buyer open up a cabinet and all of your Tupperware falls out on them, it just... It doesn't set the tone you want for the showing.
Yep.
Well, in garages and big closets or storage areas and basements, don't worry too much about that. Like the average garage showing piece of a showing is, it's a garage, shut the door. It's okay if your stuff is in there. Or
in my experience, my buyers understand this is what they had to do to get the house ready to sell.
Yeah.
So as long as you can kind of see the garage, I mean, if you have a client that's a garage buyer and that is a thing, that's harder, but the norm is you fill up that garage.
Well, it's pretty, I mean, some agents put pictures of the interior of the garage in the listing, but most of the time it's not something we focus on. We're focusing more on the house unless, you know, unless it's that shop space or something like that, there's an added value. But it's more important to make sure that you're getting the home ready for those pictures so that it shows well online.
The pictures are your first showing.
And second and third, typically. Yeah.
Even if you don't think you're cluttered, right? Like my wife and I, we consider ourselves pretty clean freaks, let's just say, you know. But until we talked to a professional and we started doing what we were, you know, recommended to do, it's amazing what we were throwing out and just putting out into the garage. And it's because you live in your house. You don't think... You know, you have that third-party eye come in, your realtor, to tell you, hey, here's what I recommend. That's going to gain you a lot of money.
Right, and that's really the best first step is to reach out to your agent and get that conversation started. I know I do a recommended preparation checklist and a staging walkthrough of, you know, hey, here's what I'd recommend that you do to get the best bang for maybe even $0, right? That you're just getting your house ready, as well as going, hey, maybe move that table over here, or put this chair down into this space. Like, you know, thinking outside of the box, because again, you know, it's a third party that's not the one living there might be able to see something. I know I did a walkthrough for a client a few weeks back, and it's like, hey, I would, you know, maybe put that stereo away, and they had never even thought of it because it's just kind of one of these items that just kind of sat in a corner, you know, but it was visually taking up space in that corner, so it would hog some more of the photo.
Yeah, the decluttering essentially is removing to make it as big a space as you can for the feel when they walk in. And then also giving the buyer ability to visualize their stuff there and their possessions there, their pictures hanging on the wall. The more you leave of yourself, the less the buyer is going to be able to implement themselves into the home. You want them to feel like this is my home when they go there.
Right.
I like that.
So, declutter is so important. You know, another little tip, I call it the no more than 3 items per flat surface, you know.
Ooh,
and it's
I like that.
it's like a running space for a counter. Okay,
Yeah.
we're not going to have the toaster, the coffee maker, the jar full of spoons, the paper towel holder, the soap, the blender. Right? We're going to take a running space down to 3 items. So whether that is a countertop or even a nightstand, right? Hey, clock, glasses, lamp, that's it, right?
Yeah.
We're taking it down, and so it's not hogging, because again, when you take a room, a whole room, and you narrow it down to a picture that's only this big, every little thing that's hogging up space. And then another one I like to use, and this doesn't work for every piece of furniture, but try to get 2 to 3 running feet between pieces of furniture or wall hangings, depending, obviously, if you have a cluster of photos that can work.
Yeah.
But that'll give you the space in the picture that you're going to need.
I've done staging at clients' properties before where every single open space of wall has had a wall hanging. You don't want that. Specifically because pictures, like we said, is your first showing, and then you said second, third, and fourth showing. When you have wall hangings, it just visually in pictures, it closes the space. It
makes it feel small.
Right.
Yep.
If you have gaps between your furniture, it just makes that room look that much bigger.
Yep.
Right.
So again, a good walkthrough by a professional real estate agent or stager is going to be able to give those recommendations because every house is unique to that. So moving on from declutter, once you have that, it's going to be a lot easier to do a really deep clean of the property.
Yes.
Please clean.
Yes.
I was in a house
no-brainer.
yesterday and there were dead bugs everywhere on the floor.
Oh, no.
And it's like, well, it's a vacant home, right? And that's going to happen, but it made them not want to even be in that room.
Right.
Yeah, where's the bugs coming from?
That, for sure.
You know,
They
most
were
people don't have a
box-seller
black
bugs.
fly problem in the middle of the winter, do they? So
Not that I've
that
seen.
common?
Not that I've seen.
No, I did find a live box
you?
elder the other day in my house.
Well, this
Those
house
are
had a
still
lot of
around.
live
Yeah, I know.
ones previously.
Yeah.
Get
Those
20
box
below,
elder
you still
bugs
get
are
box elder,
ruthless.
yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, deep clean. But once you kind of have that space cleared, it's a lot easier to do
It sure
that.
is.
What about those beautiful windows? Sorry to interrupt
Clean
you.
the windows for sure, but
Yeah.
like do your light switch covers and
Okay.
your vents, please. Because when you see that there's a ceiling vent for your fan in the bathroom.
For ceiling fans too, the blades.
Yeah.
Yep.
People see that when they're walking through, and if they see that the rest of the house is spotless, but every light switch cover is caked in nastiness, they know that you didn't live clean there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
That's an
It's-
that's
Well,
an
and then it
automatic
gives them
turn
worry
off
about
the
you know,
Yeah.
how dirty are the ducts and all of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, once you start removing furniture and whatnot, you might notice those nicks of paint along the trim work, as well as maybe stains that are on carpets.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people, and we've addressed this before, the idea of, well, I'm just going to give a carpet allowance. It doesn't work. Not only are you going to get a reduced price for your house because you didn't replace the carpet or deal with that situation, you're now also giving up the allowance,
Yeah, you're
right?
getting double
You're
hit.
not going to get, and a lot. I know the logic behind it makes sense, and you know we have the psychology of buying, psychology of selling shows we're going to be doing, and so the thoughts behind it make sense. Hey, I'm going to let the buyer pick the carpet that they want. Makes sense. The problem is when they walk in, they're going to see that eyesore. The analogy that I like to give is walking up to that brand spanking new car and the front windshield is smashed. Right?
You're not
Or
gonna
the
like it.
tire is flat. Or there's a giant rust stain on the door. Oh, we'll replace that before you buy it. Doesn't matter what you tell them, it's going to affect their initial
kind of
reaction.
boils down to
Right.
what was the care of this product I'm about to buy before.
Right.
So,
That's a
If
big
it's
deal.
filthy carpet.
right, exactly.
Yep.
I'm going to throw this one right up into that carpet paint. You know, a lot of times with carpet stains may come pets that have been at the property. So that sometimes if it's a pet stain, there's the thought of, well, you know, has it soaked through to the subfloor, and you know, you might have smells
Right.
around that. And again, you go into a house that the smells are there, and that's a great thing that carpet and fresh paint can deal with, is help neutralize any pet smells that may have been around. So you can kind of kill two birds with one stone with that.
And also,
Yeah.
please do not think that you're going to shampoo your carpets and it's going to be good enough. Like going and getting a shampooer, you need to pay a professional to do it. It's night and day the difference.
Sure.
And you're going to regret all of the time and effort you put into it and still pay a professional to come back and do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Seriously. If you're not
Good
going
advice.
to replace the carpet, which sometimes that's better to do that, but
Yeah.
pay a professional.
Well, we have some great examples of this. We have the Smart Seller Guidebook at TwinCitiesRealEstateShow.com. Anybody can download that there. we have some wonderful pictures of situations that we've come across, and look at those pictures and think to yourself, how would you react if you were a buyer of those properties?
The funny photo Friday, right?
Well, I have those posts I do, but I took some of those funny photos and put them in the book.
Oh, cool.
So
yeah, I like it. I like it.
So again, the Smart Seller Guide, Twin Cities Real Estate Show. But yeah, I mean that smells, and another one, smoking smell.
Yeah.
Right. This is a huge turnoff for buyers, and so if you can, wash the walls or get the windows open, try to neutralize those smells.
If you've been an indoor smoker, you have to get the house clean. You can't leave it like that. And then there are professionals that can remove that smell.
Is there?
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know there's some really good machines that can do it, but yeah, there's companies that you can call to assist with that as well. But I mean, you're talking. I mean, in a hot market, surprisingly, that effect is even greater typically. Normally in normal market conditions, I'd say, probably at least a $20,000 hit on a price.
Yeah. Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Because of smoking.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot of money.
In a hot market, it could be $30,000, $40,000.
Oh.
That's crazy.
And people are like, well, why is that? Well, because everybody's competing on the really nice looking ones, and they're jumping towards that, and they'll push to the side that.
They're already paying a premium price. Why would they pay a premium price for a home that they know is going to be difficult to get to a level that they want moving in?
Yeah, sure. Paying more of it.
And a lot of people don't know that you can remove that smell, that there are people that's their living is removing that smell. So
great tip for buyers, though. If you can find that house, you can.
I have gotten buyer in like that.
Great point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of going back to the pet thing is if you do have pets and you want to consider having a pet plan in place, right? So what are you going to do with your pets during showing time? And that's important.
Please remove them. I know it's not always possible. But I've had the worst situations with pets.
I've got a few dogs try to bite me. Lots of barking.
If you've got more than one cat and those cats aren't friendly, they're gonna chase away your buyers.
Wow.
I've had cats climb my body seriously in showings.
What a turnoff.
It's not fun.
We all love our furry friends, but that doesn't mean the person that could possibly buy your house.
And they're scared with people coming in their home.
A lot of a lot of people with pet allergies as well. So something to consider while you're trying to sell your home, right? So just have a contingency plan of bringing your pets with you or a place that they can go.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go back to, we mentioned decluttering. Along with that is that staging. Actually, really, once everything is done, the house is kind of ready for photography, professional real estate photography, doing those last minute tweaks, really getting it staged correctly is so important. I know you do some staging.
I do staging. I offer it to my clients for free, and then I do it for other agents because it's a win-win. Everyone's going to make more money for the sellers, the agents, everyone. And for our metro specifically, you will get an average of 5% return on staging for your price point. And for our average metro price point, that's like another 20, 30 grand extra.
And I can validate those numbers. I owned a staging company for a while, and we were seeing 4 to 6%. So 5% average.
That is the deal. Wow. And it is worth it in any market. People are like, it's an inflated market. Why would you pay money to do that? Because you're going to get tens of thousands of dollars more.
And if a good thing to do is take a look at some of the properties that are up for sale around you as well, and see how they're being presented. Look at how the ones that are saying
your neighbor's presentations.
Look at the ones that are saying they're in multiple offers. The ones that are going under contract in 2 days. Have your agent pull up some of that, because that is the way you want to present if you want to achieve top dollar. Right. That's how you do it.
Top dollar is not everybody's.
Right. Sometimes it's I just want it gone.
But if you care about what you're making, get that stage.
Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Again, any questions, check us out, TwinCitiesRealEstateShow.com.
Not every title company is the same. There are many people involved with each real estate transaction, and all of them need to be in the loop or a closing may get delayed. This is why the people at Network Title strive to provide swift scheduling and communication between the buyers, sellers, agents, and lenders. We know moving can be stressful, however, your closing does not need to be. Check us out online at network-title.com.
My name is James Tobson with Country Financial. Anyone can sell you insurance. However, is it going to be the insurance you need? When life pops up with its surprises, you want the right coverage. When it comes time to find or renew your policy, give me a call. I would love to review your existing policy and show you what I can do for you. You can email me at james.tobson@countryfinancial.com or give me a call at 651-365-3408.
Hi, I'm Becca, owner of Grey Duck Staging. With today's home buyers beginning their journey exclusively online, the look and feel of your home matters more than ever. Whether it's a simple in-home consultation, a refresh using your current furniture, or a whole home staging, our goal is always the same: showing your home in the best light and helping you achieve the highest sales price possible. To learn more, visit us at greyduckstaging.com or check us out on Instagram at greyduckstaging.
Welcome back to the Twin Cities Real Estate Show. Today we were talking about getting your home ready to sell and timing of the market. As mentioned, the market's starting to heat up really quickly right now. Yeah. So if you are thinking of taking full advantage of the peak sale prices, again, that happens in that mid-March timeline. So you'll be reaching out to your agent. If you don't have an agent, feel free. You can give us a call, 651-303-0019. Happy to help you out there. Also, as mentioned, we have that free class coming up for people that are looking to buy a home, whether you're a first-time home buyer or that fourth-time buyer. It's a great class.
If you're a fourth-time buyer, it might be even better than the
well,
first.
There's some great tips in there.
You think that it's the market you bought last time.
Yeah. Well,
it's not.
It's learning about the market and the different clauses and things to be aware of, the negotiation tactics to utilize and to avoid, right? What are some of the things that you might want to be aware of that agents are utilizing to win offers that might be detrimental to what your goals are? So, it's a great class. It is free. You can go to TwinCitiesRealEstateShow.com there, click on classes. And again, we have all of our publications, the Smart Home Buyer, the Smart Seller Guides available there for anybody who wants some of those tips we talked about in the show today. Take care, everybody.
People always ask realtors, what is your commission? But what they should be asking is, what is your rate of return? Commissions only vary by a couple of % from agent to agent. However, the price per square foot you get just based on their experience and the quality of marketing they use can vary by 10% or more. At BRIX Real Estate, our agents use the right marketing and have the experience to get you top dollar for your house. See what we can do for you at BRIXTwinCities.com.
Not every title company is the same. There are many people involved with each real estate transaction, and all of them need to be in the loop or a closing may get delayed. This is why the people at Network Title strive to provide swift scheduling and communication between the buyers, sellers, agents, and lenders. We know moving can be stressful, however, your closing does not need to be. Check us out online at network-title.com.